Damon Martin, MMAWeekly.com, here with Joseph Benavidez. First off, Joseph, of course, congratulations on a great win tonight. What was the game plan going into the fight with Miguel?
The game plan going into the fight was just, to get inside and keep my hands up when I am in his punching distance, which is a long distance, and just to close the distance fast. A lot of fakes, which I tried to do that, and he wasn't really reacting to him, but I got the takedowns, I wanted to take him to the ground. I wanted to make it a complete MMA match, I wanted to get him on the feet, take him down, make him work on the ground. I wanted to show all my skills, and worked out just the way I wanted it. Ended up getting a choke on him, and it was unbelievable.
Everybody talks so much about the reach, in the fight, and it's no secret that Miguel had reach on you. But I mean, literally, as soon as the fight started, you hopped inside and hit him with a big right hand, and it seemed like you kind of sent a message at that point that you weren't afraid to stand and trade with him. Was that again kind of the game plan, and also were you surprised that you got inside on him so easily?
Yeah. Not at all, man. I wasn't surprised. That's how I fight. That's how I train. Everyone has a reach advantage on me. And, I believe in my quickness, and that's what I do. I get inside on people, and they got to watch out for that. So, I wouldn't say it was easy to get in on me. I took my time and felt it out, but, I don't know, man. We were just on. It was just great to get the win. Miguel's such an awesome fighter. He's done so much for the weight class, and just to fight him was an honor, and to come out with the victory like I did, it was just unbelievable.
In the first round, you got a good takedown on him on a throw. You guys were kind of reversing positions, and you ended up kind of tossing him. Talk to us about that, because did you think you caught him by surprise? Because it looked like maybe you did a little bit.
When I knew exactly what I was doing on that first takedown, it was something I'd been working. He does really good knees from the clinch, and I've been working on countering those knees, because he throws them, relentlessly, because he doesn't care if he goes to the ground. And when one knee came up, tapped him off balance and got him down to the ground.
There's no question you definitely won that first round. So you go into your corner, obviously knowing you're up 1-0. How much did that boost your confidence? Did it kind of give you a different mindset once you kind of got that first round out of the way, or what was going on as you entered the second?
Yeah, it did give me a different mindset. I went out there, just went 5 minutes, with someone, who people say is one of the baddest guys on the planet, and just went 5 minutes with him. I was seeing things, and I felt really good, and my cornerman just said, you got this, you're better than him, keep it up, you're fighting amazing. And I just went out there and believed in myself, man, and it was a huge turning point for me, just as it's like, I got this guy, and when my confidence gets going and I'm on, I feel unstoppable.
Now, in the second round, you took him down. You opened up with an elbow. Obviously, it kind of all happened pretty fast, but can you talk to us about that? Because you were opening up with some pretty good ground and pound on him.
Yeah, ground and pound's my thing. I've had some fights standing up, because I've been against some wrestlers, but, I'm a wrestler first and foremost. I love being on top. I love ground and pounding and submitting people. So, he was hard. He was hard at first. He has that good tangles you up. He's really tall, but, that's what I do, and I was waiting to throw elbows on him and test his guard down there, and I got to.
And then obviously walk us through the guillotine, because he moved over and it looked like it was like, Christmas morning. You saw a present waiting there for you. You grabbed his head, exactly. And you weren't letting go until it was over.
Yeah, I saw my green shorts, his red blood. It was exactly like Christmas, and I think when he got that cut, he came up into me with something he maybe might not normally do, came in and grabbed a single leg, and I just looked at it and I was just like, this is a position I hit guillotines from all the time. One of my favorite ones where I had his arm trapped. It was a head and arm guillotine, but I had his arm trapped with my leg, so he couldn't fight anything, and it was crazy. To tell you the truth, for months now, I've been telling my teammates and people, I'm going to submit him. He's never been submitted. He'll never, expect it, and for some reason, I just always said I was going to guillotine him, and, when it was there, it was just like fate. This whole day, just everything I was feeling before in the locker room, I just felt like, this is my night, and, it just happened, and I'm so fortunate for it, and, just to get a win over a great opponent like that.
Getting a win over Miguel definitely puts you back in, obviously title contention. Dominic Cruz won tonight. I want to get your opinion on what did you think of Dominic's performance? Did you see Dominic's fight? First off,
I saw it.
What did you think of his performance against Bowles? Were you surprised at all the way he was able to do in that fight?
Man, Dominic looked really good. He looked like he added some size and some power to his punches, actually, and he looked really good. He's a big 35-pounder. He's tough to fight. And, he had Bowles, almost broke, it looked like. Bowles broke his hand. That has to mess with your mind a little bit. But, Dominic, once he saw that, he put the pace on. He's a great fighter. And course I'd love to go in there and avenge my only loss. You know, that's my only loss. I feel like I had an off night, an off 15 minutes. You know, he had a great 15 minutes that night, and you know, of course I'd like to avenge my only loss. On top of that, go for the world title. So, you know, I'd love that's something I'd love to do.
This is obviously a pretty, you know, huge night for you. You were an underdog going into the fight. You know, obviously you knew that. But, you know, beating Miguel and now putting you right in line for the title, I mean, just at the end of the night, how great was this for you?
It was just crazy. It was just, like, surreal afterward. Even the fight, the interview after, I didn't know. I couldn't believe it, you know, what had happened. Just to see how far I've come, you know. I look at my mom in the crowd and see my teammates, and, you know, Faber comes up to me, and, you know, it was just amazing, you know, just, I feel like I've matured so much, and I don't know, you know, Faber even told me right before, he's like, look at you, 2 years ago you were, you know, vacuuming in the gym, man, now look at you, and, you know, it was just a surreal moment like that. It was just like, wow, and, you know, just the crowd was awesome tonight in Ohio, and, you know, it was amazing.
And let me give you a chance. Your sponsors, your fans, obviously so many people supported you. Is there anybody you wanted to give a shout out?
Yeah, of course I want to shout out to everyone. You know, the WEC for making everything happen. Miguel Torres, my opponent, man, you're an awesome fighter. It was an honor to fight you. Amp Energy, Warrior Wear, those are my sponsors. Those guys are doing great things. MMA Inc., my managers, Team Alpha Male, and Ultimate Fitness Gym down in Sacramento. Everyone in Las Cruces that supports me. Midtown Strength and Conditioning, everyone, my family in San Antonio, and just, you know, everyone out there that supports me, all my family, anyone out there that cheers, you know, my mom and my grandma, everyone. You know, love you guys.
Thank you very much, Joseph.